My sister and I are playing in the living room of my mom's two-bedroom apartment. Carolyn is 13, and I am 10. We are building the most epic living room fort out of the IBM printer paper boxes that my mom used to bring home from her office. Some of you remember that. And we hear my mom call us from the kitchen. Girls? Uh-oh. That is the tone of a mother who is initiating a serious kitchen conversation. You know what I mean? Like when people died, we talked about it in the kitchen. So my sister and I steel ourselves, put our boxes down, exit the fort, and join my mother in the kitchen. She is seated at the table and she has made snacks. Microwave s'mores. We are absolutely being bribed. She sits us down and she says, girls, I have something to tell you. I am in a loving relationship with my friend Claudette. Carolyn can see I'm confused, and like a good older sister, she explains, Mom has a girlfriend. Okay. I know what all of those words mean. But who's gonna play the boy? Now, before you judge me, it was 1994. Ellen had not come out yet. As far as anyone in Pittsburgh was concerned, it was Melissa Etheridge, Katie Lang, end of list. So my sweet, patient mother sits with us, answers our weirdo questions, and eventually says, look, I am not gonna tell anybody at your school or in your life if you don't want me to. It's up to you. You can tell your friends or you cannot. Now, despite not really understanding how lesbians work, I did understand that this was gonna be a problem for some people. See, in 1994, everything was gay. Shoelaces won't stay tied, that's gay. Teacher assigned extra homework, oh my God, that's so gay. And there was deeply meaner stuff, stuff that's still around, but back then you could say it on primetime television. Still, I was excited to tell my best friend Caitlin the next day when she came over to play. She was a certified cool kid, and she was never impressed by anything. This was gonna get a wide eye, and a wow, or a really. And I had this like gossipy sense of excitement to tell her, and I didn't go for it right away either. We played a little Mario, we ate a little Hot Pocket, and then when we were finally settled in my room, I turned to her and I said, so, my mom has a girlfriend. It had the intended effect. Whoa. Really? It could not have gone better. She was impressed and she wasn't afraid, angry. I wasn't sure what this negative reaction was that I should expect from people, but Caitlin had not had it. She was cool, and she agreed to keep it between us. So the next day, I am walking to the bus stop, and Caitlin's older brother, John, is calling to me down the street. That is not normal. As I get closer, I can start to hear the tone of it. It is not friendly. It is chanting, the unmistakable cadence of mockery. And as I get up to the stop, other kids are joining in. Faggot, faggot, your mom's a faggot. And I'm trying to get to Caitlin to say, why did you tell John when you said you wouldn't tell anyone, but too much is happening? And then we're on the bus, and he is going to kid after kid, going, did you know Molly's mom is gay? Did you know Molly's mom is gay? And then watching me for my reaction. And at this point, I am no longer trying to get to Caitlin. I am trying to sink into that crevice in the bus bench seat and just stop existing. For the rest of that year, kids were pretty relentless. There was teasing, there was chanting, there were comments. Some days it was big and scary, like it was at that bus stop, but most days it wasn't. It was small, and it was persistent, and it was disruptive, like the water torture of teenage humiliation. And I couldn't relax. I could never relax because at any minute some kid could just come out of the woodwork and take total control of my reality. And there was nothing I could do in those situations. I just had to bark out, and I hate you, and run away. But summer came. The school year ended. And that summer, my mom moved from that little apartment into a townhouse. And in that townhouse, her new girlfriend, Harriet, moved in with us. I loved Harriet right from the beginning. The first time we met was at that little apartment. She came over to watch I Love Lucy with me, a date she had made specifically with me because of our shared love of Lucille Ball. Yes, that was awesome. And so Mom Has a Girlfriend became something concrete, not something abstract. It was a human being. It was a basketball hoop in our back driveway that hadn't been there before. It was knowing all the Hebrew for the Hanukkah prayers. It was a gentle ladies' agreement not to try to hold actual conversations before 8 a.m. Sixth grade came, and it was in a new school, without Caitlin, by the way, who had been sent off to Catholic girls' school for a punishment for some transgression. And again, I was bracing myself, not sure if that attention I had gotten in elementary school was going to follow me to this new middle school. And eventually, this kid does approach me in the hallway. Hey, your mom's gay. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to run. Also, who the fuck are you? I have never met this child. What do you know about anything? So I didn't run. I looked that kid dead in the eye, and I said, yeah. And I stared at him like that for a long time, like he was stupid. And he turned around and walked away. It was like he was a dog who had caught a really large bird that he thought he could handle and then realized he couldn't and just wanted to be out of the situation. It was amazing. I had won. My decision was what mattered. My reality was what was real. We're not going to do this anymore. This is not funny or interesting or yours to decide about. It is mine. It is my family, it's my mother, and fuck you.